this is very important as well for especially for students, how to manage your financial. Nak student juga, kita pun penting juga kepada diri sendiri. Alright, now we will start the session with Miss Sophia. Alright, Miss Sophia, walaupun awak di hujung, kita akan mulakan dengan sharing from Miss Sophia, where she is a L'Oreal brand ambassador. Yes. Thank you, malu dia Thank you. Ada dalam hati bangga. Ya, kita adalah L'Oreal brand ambassador. Alright, and she is also a very famous TikToker. TikTok. She had, I think now, let me do the calculation. She got almost a million, right? 648,000 followers on TikTok. Almost 1 million. Oh, yes, almost 1 million. Oh. Yes, and also on Instagram, like 248.
I don't remember.
Followers important. Already brand for L'Oreal. Okay, alright, now we will start with you first, right? So, of course, I think most of us here would like to know what is your background, who are you, what you like, and what is your do, what you are doing now, right? So please give us a short introduction of yourself. Please.
Hi everyone, my name is Sophia and I am a full-time content creator. I mostly do beauty and fashion. I started getting into food a bit recently. I have a separate account for that, but anyway.
So any brand nak collaborate dengan Sophia untuk food? Take note. Okay.
So my main platforms are Instagram and also TikTok.
Okay, alright. So you are a full-time, right? A full-time
yes.
content creator.
Yes.
Alright. Now, so I think being a content creator is most desirable jobs right now in the world. If you ask any students what you were going to be and when you were old, I wanted to be a famous TikTokers, I think, right? Right? So what led you to become a content creator? And I know it is not an easy job as well.
It was just something that I wanted to try.
Okay.
I started to really get into it during COVID. I don't know, back in 2020 or 2021, I don't remember. So at the time, I was the one who reached out to local brands, asking them if they wanted to work with me for Raya. And if you could remember, at the time, like businesses were struggling. So all of these local brands, they had a lot of baju Rayas that people were not buying because people were not celebrating Raya. So I saw an opportunity, I took it. Some accepted, some declined, and some seen but didn't reply. But it's okay. The ones who accepted, I made sure to give 100% because I was very, I was honored that they wanted to work with me because at the time my account was very small. It did not have close to 1 million that you said. It was like very small. So I made sure to give my all and I continued ever since then.
Okay, so ada satu part yang menarik. It's very interesting part from her story. Is that she didn't respond to the rejection, right? She worked hard. She never give up, right? So the point is, if you face any rejection in your life, don't just believe on the rejection. If not, if she give up, she won't be here with us, right? Okay, I love that actually. Thank you for sharing that. And now I know that being content creator is not that easy. People might think that, oh, you are just taking photos, you're just editing it, talking about it, make videos of it. But there's a lot of challenges you face by being a content creator, right? You have to make sure you have a content every single day, right? So can you share with us what are some of your challenges?
I wouldn't call it challenges because I honestly love what I do. But if I were to name one, it would be consistency. As creators, you have to post every single day. And I think that's the challenging part of this whole thing, is that you have to maintain your social presence. Because people already follow you and they expect something from you. They expect a lot of contents on a daily. So whenever I'm spending time with my family or friends, at the back of my mind, I'm always like, okay, what's the next big thing? What should I do next? Oh, and I see something interesting, I'm like, okay, what can I do out of this? How can I communicate this in a way that I usually do? How can I translate this into something that people understand? So it's always work, even on weekends. Like my mind is always 24/7, content. So I guess that's the challenging part, but overall, I honestly really love it. And I am just so grateful for it.
All right. So every day you are thinking about making content from whatever you do.
Yes.
So ada tak satu masa, at one point that you become blank? Ada tak? Satu hari atau satu masa yang you rasa macam, what I'm going to do? Tak ada apa yang datang. Pernah tak datang satu pun? Macam kalau writer, they will have this blank kan, tiba-tiba dia kosong. Writer macam tu. Kalau macam untuk content creator macam mana?
Okay, so for me, I obviously I don't speak for all other creators out there, but personally, I don't focus on getting the content to perfection. I completely let go of perfection.
Okay.
So if I need to post one content, I don't care if it's perfect. It's just at least one thing out there. I posted one thing and that's it. It doesn't do well, it's okay. I'll make better ones next time. So I think this is where it gets very tricky, because people focus on the numbers a lot, and that would demotivate you to make the next thing. You know, like with the first content that doesn't work, doesn't mean it will not always work. It may be something that you need, maybe something you need to edit more, or like you need to change how you communicate in that content. So yeah, I just let go of perfection. It's okay.
Consistency. Just do it.
Yes.
Just do it. All right.
Yes.
So I know that being in this industry of content creating, of course you have one biggest supporters that believe in you. That one person that, no, you can do this, Sophia, you can do this, whatever, you can do this. So who are the best supporter in your career as a content creator as for now?
Such an easy answer. It's my family and friends. I feel like my parents, I think my dad still has no idea what I do. Like when my family members ask, like, Sophia buat apa sekarang? And then he'll be like, I don't know, online stuff, just ask her. I don't know. And then I would say, oh, modeling. Because that's the easiest way to explain to our family
Tapi dia
members,
tahu
right?
tak you ada followers hampir 1 juta?
I don't know. I don't know. We don't talk about my work actually. And also my friends. I feel like my friends are so supportive, and I'm so lucky because these are the people that I've known since forever, and they keep me grounded and they hold me accountable. And you need those type of people in your life when you're in this industry. You tend to be blinded by everything else. You think the world circulates around you. It's like, it's not the vibe. It's not the vibe.
Tak vibe, Sheila. TikTok pula Okay. Alright. Now, that people, saya rasa lah bila orang dah tahu kan, dia punya follower dah dekat 1 juta ni, nak tahu juga tipsnya. Kita nak tahu juga what are the tips that you can share with us to get that significant numbers of followers on TikTok or we call as the media social platform.
Tips?
I feel like boleh kena cantik.
Okay, so I mean, yes, if you are cantik,
tengok betul lah.
but that's not it. You can list like 100 of orang cantik, but what makes you stand out, right? So I think my tips are very practical. Okay, so first of all, I would say figure out what your interests are. If you have something that you are passionate about or you enjoy doing, the content part gets very easy because you already know what you're going to be talking about. So know what you're going to be talking about in your content. For example, for me, like So maybe like the one that did very well is like the general interest of others. The four is very niche, right? But niche topics still are the audience for it. So continue making content every single day. You have to do it every single day. Yeah, you have to be very disciplined. Yes, you have to be very disciplined. And also, I think communication plays a big role in how you want your content to appear on socials. For example, like my audience is mostly Malay, so I talk Malay in my videos. I find that it works well because like people can relate to you if you can speak their language, right? So if your target audience is Malay, then you speak Malay.
All right. So my last questions for you: what are your parting words to empower the next generation to come? Because here we also have students who will be the next leader, woman leader in the future. So what is your parting words for them?
Okay. I mean, I'm not a politician, so this is just what I've learned, right? I feel like don't be afraid of stepping outside of your comfort zone. Like you should really try to get what you want, no matter what it takes. At least you can see that you tried, and even if you fail, it does not define you as a person. I feel like failure is just an event. It's an opportunity for you to learn from it and become the best version of yourself every single day. So
become the best version of yourself every single day. All right, thank you everyone. That is Sophia. There you go, Sophia. And now we thank you, Sophia, for the sharing. This is her first time talking, and I think you did a very good job. Please give her a big round of applause, please. All right, now we have Nalisa. Amin, thank you for coming, and she will sharing the topic about self-respect and also self-awareness. Right? She has been modeling for about, I think, let me do the calculation, 10 years? More?
No.
No lah. Oh, humble, eh? How long have you been? I think 10 years for in the content creation.
Yeah, in corporate field, but like modeling side, since 2018.
Since 2018. All right. Now, I think most of us really excited or eager to know your background and also who are you, right? And why you are talking about this self-awareness, of course, right? The topic is self-awareness. So why you are talking about this kind of topic? So let us know, please, or let us share briefly introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi, I'm Nalisa Arya Amin. I'm a plus size model and also a body acceptance advocate. So I started modeling in 2018, and I was also the first plus size model to work for KL Fashion Week.
Tepuk lah dik. Aduh. Tepuk dik. Itu bukan sesuatu yang mudah untuk kita memecahkan sesuatu taboo perceptions in our society, and kita sangat berbangga sebenarnya mempunyai ataupun adanya Nalisa hari ini untuk memberikan topik ini. Sangat penting sebenarnya sebab kita kena sayang diri kita, betul kita kena terima diri kita seadanya. Okay, alright, next. Bila kita cakap tadi Nalisa start dia punya modeling career kan, so kita nak tahu juga macam mana tu kan, how did you start your modeling career, macam mana boleh tiba-tiba dah jadi model
Sama. I pun tak perasan.
Sama, ya Allah, macam mana tu? Jatuh sampai jatuh kita punya okay, teruskan.
So I started my modeling career in a whim. I didn't plan to be a model. So I'm not a traditional model. I'm not tall and I'm not skinny. So, but also I've always had interest in fashion and modeling. So I started off as a side gig with photographers during their test shoots. But also I have a full-time job at the time. So basically it's like my interest. And then and then I got discovered by Min Luna. She was doing collection with Fashion Ballet, and then from that is when it started.
So how did you build your confidence?
How I built my confidence is basically I got fed up with the beauty standards because from 20 over years during that time when I was like late 20s, so 20 over years I got very tired of trying to be skinny, trying to be fair, trying to have straight hair, and also my weight fluctuates a lot. It's very yo-yo, and so I got really tired, and I just do me. I build up my social media. I speak up on what I believe in, which is positivity, self-acceptance, self-love, self-respect. And surprisingly, people resonate with that and all of that, and that's how I got myself exposed from that foundation. And yeah, people just discover me.
And through the journey, I know that you have faced a lot of challenges in the journey, right? So can you tell us a bit of the challenges, maybe 1, 2 challenges, and how you overcome it?
So in the beginning, of course, there's challenges because I'm quite like a foreign subject compared to like fashion industry and also media. So of course, people are not used to seeing people like me. So I got a lot of like hate comments, body shaming, and all of that. It does affect me, but I wouldn't let them destroy my soul like that because it's just noise. And I think that people are just, I just see it as like it's discrimination in a sense. Like people are they are afraid of change. But in order to change, somebody has to do something about it.
Yes.
So I'm not trying to be like I'm like the pioneer. I'm tired. I'm tired of people getting body shamed. I'm tired of being body shamed by people, by strangers, by friends, by
Especially
family.
on the social media.
Yeah, especially on social media where they don't know what's my story.
Because
and
they
all
just
that.
can type apa dia nak kan?
Yeah.
So one last question for you. What are your advice to the young generation, especially women, from your side?
I think just keep on breaking boundaries and also know your own boundaries, especially societal boundaries because they want to keep you in a box so much. So I think it's good to step out of the box, do whatever you want to do, believe in yourself, and also have some self-respect and some principles and your values as well. Because I think that in this industry it's very starry-eyed. You know, like there's money, there's everything, it's glamorized and everything. But I think once you have your principle, once you know your self-value and self-respect, you are also grounded in your sense, and that's where your self-respect comes. And yeah, and I think just break your boundaries.
Just be yourself.
Just be yourself.
All right. Now, thank you so much, Melissa, for your sharing just now. And now we move on to our next speaker for today, Dr. Kayla Tay. Dr. Kayla, and she will be talking about the topic of self-improvement, right? So actually, Dr. Kayla is a dentist and also at the same time is a content creator, right? So please let us know your briefly your background and etc.
Hi everyone, so my name is Dr. Kayla Tay. You can call me Okela, Kayla, that's how you remember. And I am a dentist as well as the founder of Dr. Kayla Dental Clinic. And as what you mentioned, I'm a content creator as well, but I am not like fashion passion, sorry. I create dental contents, which means that, teeth. So yeah, that's my life, teeth.
All right. So actually, I've been following her for quite some time. I think a year ago, I follow you. Dia keluar dekat FYP kita pasal gigi wah. Kita pasal gigi follow. Okay, next. Of course, I really wanted to know how did your passion start?
Right, so a lot of people when they think about teeth, right, they think, oh, disgusting saliva. So I actually like dentistry because I think that it is like a form of art and health and beauty, and as our friends from Japan mentioned just now, a Curie lifestyle. I love that. It's all about beauty in life, and when we look at teeth, there is something beautiful in it. It is something functional. We need to eat, we need to speak in it, but at the same time, it represents how we look, it represents how we smile, it reflects our confidence. So that is what got me into dentistry, my love for medical, for health, as well as for art.
Okay, so you take advantage of it, right? Being a dentist and then make content from being a dentist, right? All right. Now I know that your field or being a dentist and also a content creator had your own challenges. So can you share with us today what are your challenges and how you overcome the challenges?
Right, so I'm actually practicing as a full-time dentist, and as our friends from UKM, you guys know, I'm from UM, like UKM's cousin, hello. So anyways, I understand the struggles between, being like a full-time student, a full-time worker, as well as managing your own content. I am working full-time in my clinic. In fact, I am leading a team of 5 dentists under me. So having to balance the time management between, treating my patients, making sure everyone goes up happily and beautifully, and making sure that the clinic runs well, and making sure that I pump content out. I really like what Sophia was saying. Content creation is such a hassle. So, but I love it. I love it. We love it. Yeah. So I think the time management is really important. I have no off days. My off days are for content creation. So what Sophia mentioned as well, I plan my time out really well. Every time I have time, it's like, oh, come on, let's make content. And then I gotta pump something out every day. And I gotta keep it dental. And it is a challenge to let the general public understand dentistry in simple terms. I talk to you about enamel denting. No one knows what I'm talking about. Come on, alien language. So you gotta translate it into a way that people will understand it, people will benefit from it, but at the same time, uphold the professional image as a dentist. We can't just go out there and be like, just say random things. Yeah. So time management is a challenge, and as well as being strong-minded, because when you go out there and then you have a lot of difficulties in trying to overcome the challenges. Today study is very difficult. That lecturer scolded me. So demotivating. So you have to be strong-minded to go through all the phases in life, and it's not just me as a dentist. It's everyone else sitting right here on the cardboard. Yeah. I love that, so it's so
Lucu kan
creative.
dia? Sambil-sambil dia bercakap sini, dia buat lawak ya. Ada lawak je, semua macam tak dapat tangkap ya. Kita dapat tangkap ya. I like you. Gitu. Okay, so we would like also the same question, the last question actually. What are your advice or your parting words to the next generation here sitting in front of the students who will be the leader, the woman leader in the next few years, in the future?
Right. So I actually have 3S logo stuff. Right. So the first one will be self-improvement.
Self-improvement?
Yes, self-improvement. Set small goals.
Set small goals.
And lastly is, let me think about it. Strive for the best.
Strive for the best.
Yeah. Let me elaborate. Right. So self-improvement on in the world of social media, we tend to compare. You swipe, oh, so pretty. Swipe, oh, this one's so successful. You tend to compare yourself with one another. But my advice is just to be better than who you are yesterday. I don't compare with other people. I compare with myself. As long as I look back, I was like, oh, I'm doing a little bit better than yesterday. I think that's good enough. Yeah, I don't have to, set small goals. That brings me to the second point. You gotta celebrate.
Yes.
Right. Life is a marathon. You can't just run at full speed all the time. I used to do that. I regretted it. Then I slowed down. Then I realized that you set small goals, you achieve it. Life's
Celebrate
a marathon. Yes, exactly. And lastly is to strive for the best. Like what Sophia mentioned, it's actually really similar. You just try your best now. It's okay. We all have our own capabilities and we all have our own comfort zone. Yes, you just try your best, and I think that's what matters.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all from me.
Be the best version of yourself. Don't compare. Don't compare yourself to others. Set itu dalam kepala. Tengok kat cermin betul-betul ini I buat. Betul-betul. You tengok diri you dekat cermin, you cakap. I am the best version of myself. Okay, jangan compare dengan siapa-siapa. Betul Okay, thank you so much Dr. Kayla for your sharing just now. It is very inspiring, I think. Semua dah macam ingat ya 3S. Okay, now we move on. Dia malu lah. Puan Mastura dia malu dengan kita lah. Kita pun malu lah dengan dia. Thank you so much for coming. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm good. Tengok suara karisma COO. Okay, now since we have Puan Mastura from PTPTN, of course lah kita akan bercakap tentang financial. Okay, are you guys ready? Ready dah? Yeah, comel je lah adik-adik ni Kita dah tua ni rasa adik-adik sangat dah. Okay, now so kita nak tahu juga your background. Please share with us a short introduction of yourself.
Yeah, hi everyone. Assalamualaikum for the Muslim.
Waalaikumsalam.
I'm Mastura Muhammad Khalid, the Chief Operating Officer of PTPTN. Kalau orang sebut National Higher Education Fund Corporation, maybe susah nak ingat. But untuk adik-adik tadi from UKM, maybe one of you or some of you are PTPTN borrowers, right? And you have savings also with PTPTN. So kalau you tanya macam I malu-malu because in comparison to them, I'm not content creator.
Don't compare yourself to anyone.
My subject is a bit serious.
Tapi tak apa, kita make it fun lah.
Yes. So my role in PTPTN is actually operating on operations. So I am involved in the making of policy, decision making, some part of branch operation, policy, branch operation strategy, and also a bit on procurement side.
Okay, so
that's what I do.
Okay, sepanjang Puan Mastura berada dalam PTPTN ni, saya rasa bukanlah suatu jangka masa yang sekejap. What is the most rewarding part of being in PTPTN?
Okay, there are two parts actually. Okay, I've been in PTPTN for 19 years.
19 years, guys.
So I joined in 2005. My background is actually an accountant. So I joined PTPTN as chief accountant way back in 2005. So I see one of the most rewarding one is that I can improve myself, get more skills and knowledge, because along the way from chief accountant to chief operating officer, actually in between I was the chief marketing and strategic communication officer. So apart from accounting, previously maybe I'm a boring person dealing with numbers, cash flow, profit and loss. But then I love to talk to people. So marketing our saving scheme, SSPN, and also talking to people on what they should do so that they can pay back their loan. Okay, so from there I am promoted to be the PR, and then after that I became the Chief Operating Officer. I think that is the most rewarding part for me myself. And then the next part is the contribution to the society, to Malaysian especially. Working in PTPTN, we are trying our best to help everyone. No children, if they receive offer letter from any IPT, IPTA or IPTS, they must enroll and they must study there without any financial difficulties. So we help people, we help Malaysians by giving financial assistance to them for further their studies.
Thank you PTPTN.
And also to parents.
Sebab kita pun salah seorang.
Alhamdulillah. See, I'm very proud that
PTPTN, saya tak habis study. I actually graduate from USIM, Teknologi Kimia Industry. Degree in Kimia, tetapi kerja full time host, MC. Tapi I bayar balik lah. Untuk kita bayar.
The most important thing is that you know what you want to be.
Yes.
You know what you do. So that is very important.
Yes.
Be whatever you study before.
Yes, okay. Now, bila kita bercakap tentang cash flow, kita cakap tentang financial, perjalanan 18 tahun Pemasura dalam journey di PTPTN ni, kita nak tahu juga apa pandangan Puan Mastura tentang pengetahuan keuangan ataupun financial knowledge among women, especially ladies, among young women, especially in Malaysia. Apa pandangan Puan Mastura?
Okay, on overall, actually, the financial literacy among Malaysians is still low. Because according to World Bank survey in 2020, only 36% of Malaysians considered as financially literate. But I believe the government and NGO, the private organisation have played their role to improve this, to help the Malaysian to improve the financial literacy. For example, in a university, I think now they have financial literacy programs to make sure that the youth, after they've complete their study, they know what should they do. Once they go out, they get their salary, they know how to plan their financial. And I think the situation now is improving, because if before this we see that especially the PTPTN borrowers, if this semester they get the loan, then come next semester when they register, sometimes if the money we bank in late into the account, there will be some news like they are eating Maggi, waiting at the ATM machine. But nowadays there is no such thing.
Sekarang cepat viral kan?
Yeah, so I believe the situation already improving, and I hope, especially for the young ladies here, you have the knowledge already to manage your financial.
It is very important to manage your money, sebab kalau tidak, sudah. Macam Pemasura cakap, makan Maggi ujung jiran. Malu dah cantik-cantik makan Maggi. Okay, alright. So in this very challenging time, what are your tips? Since you are talking about it's very important to know to manage your money, your financial. So what are the tips on managing your financial?
Okay, first and foremost, I think everybody should know what is the inflow, how much you get, what is your pay. If not pay, how much is your PTPTN loan, how much you get. Okay, number two, then only you see what you need to spend. So there are two types of expenses, whether it's a needs or it's a want. So if you have certain amount of money, you have to make sure that money is enough to cover the needs, because the needs comprise of something like food, house, transportation. So you have to make sure that it is enough. So you have to calculate. If you have 1,000 but your needs expenses is 1,200, you have to make sure that you berjimat-jimat. You must save. And lastly, after you do the priority of your budget, you have to make sure you have savings. Normally people say that you must save at least 10% of your income. So we must learn from the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, when we stay at home. Maybe for the students you are not affected so much, but for us who are working, or some of them from the private sector, and also from the airline, when the airline cannot fly, so they get retrenched, So the saving is very important for your living.
Okay, kita nak sum up sikit. First kali is kemahuan. Kalau kemahuan tu kita kena tolak dulu. Kita perlukan fokus kita pada keperluan. Betul. The needs. Fokus pada the needs, barulah kita pergi ke wants. Tapi kata Dr. Kayla, kena ada celebration lah. Celebrate juga lah, satu kopi ke untuk diri sendiri kan. Reward yourself. Ini penting. Ini penting untuk mental health jugalah.
Coffee is okay, but I think you cannot have Starbucks every day.
Student, no Starbucks. No Starbucks. No Jogja, sebelah pun tak boleh, mahal juga. Kopi-kopi boleh kan?
Starbucks sebulan sekali mungkin boleh lah.
Kita dulu tak ada Starbucks kan? Siapa umur macam saya ni? 30-an. Kita tak ada Starbucks kita tak ada. Okay, now last word. What is your advice to the young ladies who wanted to be free from the financial, right? What we call as financial independent, and also your last word to the all young women, because we are talking about women empowerment.
Okay, women, we have to acknowledge ourselves that we are important person. Okay, now maybe you are student, after this you are worker, maybe single, after that you get married, you got children, you got husband and whatsoever. So normally, domestically, woman is the finance minister at home. So we have to make sure that all the women have the financial knowledge or financial literacy, so that you know when you're getting married, you can control the expenses of the whole family. So it is very important for women to make sure that we know how to manage the money. First, like I said before, on the how much you get, how much you can spend, what is the need, what is the wants, savings, and lastly, I would like to also add in about debt. Because once you go out, maybe after your graduation, you want to buy car, you want to buy house, but you have to make sure that when you take the housing loan, the car loan, it is relatively, you can pay it. It is not that maybe you can pay 1, 2, 3 months because you have some savings, you correct the saving and pay the installment, but maybe after 4 months, rumah kena tarik atau kereta kena tarik. So we have to make sure that we have a long-term planning, and not to forget also about takaful. Because nowadays kalau kita dengar, there are a lot of critical illness, so without takaful or medical cards, maybe you can't afford to pay your medical bills. So that are among the important points in managing your finance.
Okay, thank you Puan Doktor pula kita nak panggil Doktor pula Puan Mastura, COO of PTPTN, for your sharing about financial, and thank you so much. And okay, kita nak conclude sikit je untuk sesi ini sebelum kita invite another esteemed panelist for the next session. Satu adalah don't compare yourself to anyone. Alright? Okay, don't compare yourself, don't listen to any rejection, okay, and then be the best version of yourself. You are comparing yourself to yourself yesterday. You are not comparing yourself to anyone else. Alright, okay, now thank you so much everyone. Now we are going to continue this very inspiring session by welcoming, okay, I kena bangun lah sebab kita nak welcoming kita punya next ni, kita kena bangun. Alright, now ladies and gentlemen, we will welcome back to the stage Mr. Nishiguchi, the esteemed Senior Managing Executive Officer President of Kao Corporation, to join us, and also Miss Po Ling, alright, on stage to continue the inspiring session. Okay. Alright, kita tumpang letak. Okay, alright. Thank you so much, our VVIPs, to continue this session. And actually, it is very important. This is very momentous occasion because we are celebrating the Kao 50 years of care. So now I have a simple questions to Mr. Nishiguchi. Alright. Okay, soalan. Alright, can you tell us why women empowerment figures so prominently in Kao's action as guided by the Kire lifestyle plan?
それでは少しお答えさせていただきます。そもそも、花王はですね、計25と言いまして、2025年までの会社の目標を掲げております。
If I can just say a few words, Kao Corporation, we have a plan called K25, which outlines our company objectives to be achieved by the year 2025.
その中で女性はもちろんのこと、すべての従業員、顔の仲間たちの可能性を最大化すると、一番自分たちの力を発揮できるということを目標に掲げております。
And one of the objectives there is to maximize the power and potential of all employees, females included as well.
その中でですね、今日のセッションのウィメンインパズメントに直接関係がありますダイバーシティ、イクリティ&インクルージョンと、この言葉を非常に大切に使っております。
And we place special importance in diversity, equality, and inclusion, as well as women empowerment, which is one of the key words today.
特にダイバーシティ、多様性という言葉をですね、非常に大切に思っております。
In particular, we place a special importance on the phrase diversity.
その中で、そもそも弊社顔をご存知の方は、我々主に生活用品、毎日の生活に欠かせない暮らしに貢献しております。その中でですね、女性の活躍なくして、こういったことはどんどん成長できません。
As you well know, Kao produces many products which are used on a daily basis, and without the activity or the flourishing of women, our success would not be possible.
その中でですね、実は日本においては花王は女性の活躍の場を応援する会社としては非常に評価が高いです。
In Japan, Kao has been recognized as a company which provides an environment to allow women to succeed.
ただ一方ではですね、世界全部を見てみますと、日本の女性の活躍としてはまだまだ低いです。
But on the other hand, if you look at it on a global scale, Japanese women are still not as active or on the front lines as they should be.
そこで我々花王はですね、我々花王の成長に向けて、そして、日本の国がですね、もう世界と同じぐらいダイバーシティがしっかりと捉えられるような形として、さまざまな女性社員への応援プログラムを実施しております。
And for that purpose, in order to secure Kao's further growth and also to make Japan have the same level of diversity as the rest of the world, we have come up with various programs to help encourage women.
次世代のリーダー、顔を引っ張っていくクラスの女性陣にはですね、特に、外部の方、世界中の外部の方の女性のリーダーと話したり学んだりディスカッションしたり、そういう機会を積極的に設けています。
For the next generation female leaders of Kao, we've come up with various opportunities for them to talk and interact with other female leaders who are ahead of them, active on the other industries.
またダイバーシティの大切さっていうか、そこをですね学ぶために、特に COVID でもう皆さんもそうだと思うんですが、いろいろリモートワークがポピュラーになってきましたので、そこをうまく活用しながらダイバーシティ e ラーニング、要はe ラーニングを通じてですね、これはもう女性の社員ということではなく、顔の従業員全員がダイバーシティの大切さ、これから進むべき道を学べるような仕組みも作っております。
And in terms of the importance of diversity, especially during COVID, the idea of remote work spread among most people. And so we've capitalized on that and provided various e-learning opportunities, not only for our female employees, but for all Kao employees, so that they can have a better understanding of what diversity is about.
結論を申し上げますと、もう次世代の顔のリーダーの女性陣候補ですね、こちらを積極的にどんどん機会を与えるだけじゃなく、全従業員もまさにダイバーシティ、ジェンダーとか関係なく、全従業員がこれからのダイバーシティ、グローバライズ化のダイバーシティの重要性を学ぶ仕組みを両方ですね、ボトムアップとトップラーニング、これを両方やることによってですね、さらなる顔のグローバル化といいます
taken into another level recently, where we are in collaboration with PTPTN, and it is called L'Oreal School of Confidence. This workshop, this program, it is not just targeting to instill the confidence among the young female, but it also reward the eligible students of 1,500 ringgit school education funds into their SSBN account. So moving forward, there are lots more things that we are planning to do. We are planning to invite brands like Biore, Lise, together with L'Oreal, in partnership with PTPTN, to enrich this program to CAL School of Confidence. It's not just targeting in terms of our young school students, but we also aim to achieve, it can be extended to public universities across in Malaysia.
We are looking forward for that actually.
Equally looking forward.
What is PTPTN? Okay, now, alright, now we have, Puan Mastura, ada lagi soalan ni, boleh ke? Boleh Okay, kita ada lagi satu soalan. One last final questions for you. What is PTPTN? Jangan, belum habis. What is PTPTN roles in collaborating with CAL when it comes to empowering girls through the School of Confidence, just like Miss Pauline explained just now?
Okay, first and foremost, when CAL approaches for collaboration, okay, we see the target audience, which is the young female. And we know that in nowadays, young female are among high numbers in universities. They are high achievers, they are excellent students. So we know that, we believe that they will be somebody. They will be climbing up the ladder for higher education. So that's why when we agree to collaborate with CAL, actually our aim is maybe CAL is to see, the hygiene part, but for us in PTPTN, since we are more on financial matters, we hope with the collaboration we will instill, especially the culture of savings among the young ladies, young females, because like I said during the session just now, savings is also one of the important part in our life to make sure that we can sustain our lifestyle, sustain our living for many years.
Okay, thank you so much Puan Mastura for your insight just now. And I think that's all we have the time for the sharing. But however, saya percaya walaupun sesi ini adalah sesi yang singkat, tetapi saya haraplah ia memberikan impact yang besar, especially within ladies, young girls here dan semua yang menonton pada hari ini. Baiklah, thank you so much Mr. Nishiguchi, Miss Pauline, and also all to our beautiful jugalah, beautiful panelists here, Puan Mastura, Dr. Kayla, Mr. Lisa, and also Miss Sophia for their time, and you now may return to your seat as we will continue with our next agenda after this. Thank you so much everyone for your time and for your contributions. All right. Okay. I would like to share a very fun facts about the orchid. It is symbolize the kirei, the beauty, right? The beauty, because kirei in Japanese is beauty. Thumbs up? Cute, betul. Alright. Okay, Puan Mastura, please remain on stage. Please remain on stage for the photo op together after this. Next we have Dr. Kayla. One thumbs up. All right, please remain on stage for the photo op as well, Dr. Kayla. And next we have Miss Sophia, our L'Oreal ambassador, brand ambassador. Okay, next we have, last but not least, Miss Nelisa Amin. Betul-betul ikut tema baju dia. Alright, now I would like to invite Mr. Nishimaki Akira on stage for photo op together with all of our speakers and also with our VIPs, Mr. Nishiguchi and Miss Pauline. Let's capture this moment of collaboration, knowledge sharing and empowerment, woman empowerment session.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.